Welcome to Jerry's Passions Live. Good evening. welcome. Hanggang maganap siya lahat, guys. Maraming salamat sa inyo dyan.
Salting gamer, salting gamer, Miguel Sharap, hello, hello. How are you, salting gamer? Thank you so much for coming. Salting gamer, Miguel Sharap to you. Thank you so much for coming. Pwede ka, ma, pwede ka maglapag ng bahay mo if you wish. Thank you so much. For JWC Vlogger, hello, big big shout out. Thank you so much. Support each other guys, support each other. Thank you so much sa inyo dyan. Hello mga kapatid, musta po kayo from 4WC Vlogger. Yan. Sudah lang guys. You wish. Ito na for GWC Vlogger. Pinanood kita, nadagdagan kita ng banana. Marami naman itong buhay OFW TikTok. Maraming TikTok mo dito, saya-saya. Yan na, nadagdagan na. Ando Aman. Thank you so much. Big shout out to you, Ando Aman. Maraming salamat ha. And for JW Vlogger, dikita kita from Peter TV. Ando Aman, thank you so much. Salamat sa pagtambayan. Ano man, hello. Kamusta ka dyan? Oh, nantok ako. Nantok ako, temprano pa. Sandali lang guys ha. Oh, oh, oh. Diana, Jim, Janapon, Tatsakdang. Pero wag kayo dikit dito. Okay. Thank you so much sa Diana, Jim, Janapon. Sir Dan, thank you. Thank you so much, Sir Dan. Linton and Diane, type nyo po, balikan ko po. Thank you so much sa Diana, Jim, Junapon. Thank you so much. Ayan, may jacket ka na dyan. Andoman. Thank you, Andoman. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtambay. During daytime kasi busy ako. Kanina pumunta naman ako ng Yagaw kasi napaluwa ko naman yung research. Kasi mag-graduate naman ako ng dalawa kong masters. I will be finishing it. So, mag-defend ako sa March. Kaya yun. Ano nangyari sa mata? Kaya yun, hindi ako punta sa mga pupuntahan ko na mga kaibigan during sa kanilang LS. Kasi during daytime, sobra talagang busy, kaya nighttime lang talaga ako nag-LS. Pero pag during daytime naman na may time ako, babawi ako sa susunod na araw. Maraming salamat. So your heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. Yes, guys. No? Follow your instinct, follow your heart. But you have to also use your brain. because the brain, our intellect, is always at the right side. What is right is what is right. That is based on the brain. But the heart is uh, very considerate. Uh, there are some people who are very intelligent. They are very high in intellectual quotient. They're very intelligent, very smart, but they lack emotional quotient because they do not use their heart. See, if you're going always to, yes, all something that is rational is it talks about the brain. Kasi nag-analyze yan kung tama o sa hindi. Pero pag yung heart naman is ano, it will analyze and it will give you human consideration. Merong tao na sobrang talino, matalino nga siya, pero kulang naman siya sa emotional quotient. So, ang mangyari, hindi, matalino nga siya, pero hindi yan nagbibigay ng human consideration. For example, I am a school principal. I am very intelligent and smart enough. Then, if I will not use, I have a very high, some assuming I have a very high intellectual quotient, but I do have a small heart. If I have this small heart, though I have this big brain, what gonna happen is I will not consider all the people who are absent in the during the duty. For example, during no, the work during yes. They have to perform their job. If they are absent, I will not give them consideration. So no more human consideration. But if you have this big brain and you have this big heart, then you're gonna combine your brain and your heart. Then you give human consideration. You give due human consideration, considering circumstances why a certain person or a certain personnel in the workplace are absent. And maybe this person got sick, maybe this person have problems. So shall I'm going to consider their problems? Yes, if you have uh, a good heart and of course your intellect as well, So sometimes you have to follow your heart. Your heart is free and have the courage to follow it. Sometimes too much right is not right. In my own version, too much right is not right. Yes, there is an exemption. We are not a perfect human being, so there must be a human consideration if you are following your heart. So you have to give chance to those people, human consideration, they consider it, but of course, let them aware of the policies and rules that you have in a certain organization. Because they may tend to abuse if you don't have rules. But of course, now before giving punishment, you have to know first the circumstances that affects your personnel. Why are they absent? Why are they late? You do not just you should not shout out. Deal with them professionally. Do not just shout out them. You're going to shout at them, embarrass them in public, scolding them. No, that is not right. You are scolding them because they are absent and you don't know the circumstances why they are late, why are they absent. So you have to consider first why are they late? Why are they absent? So your heart will tell you to give human consideration. You have to know first before you judge other people. You have to know the circumstances. You don't know uh, what is happening around them that affects their life. So before you judge them, you have to use your heart to know first their background. And you don't know the real situation they are facing in their own life. So that is your heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. So for me, it's so nice if you have a big brain. At the same time, you have your big heart, big heart. There are some people who have this big brain, but they have their a small heart. In this type of people will not give you consideration because what is rule is rule. So something like that. But there are some exceptions to that. You have to know the reason why before you give the punishment. You may give them consideration. There are some people who have this big heart but low in IQ, then that's okay because they have the big heart. There are some people who are not that intelligent because they were not able to finish their education. They were not able to graduate in elementary, high school, and they do not even finish elementary. But they have a big heart. They have a big heart. They have wisdom. Maybe because they keep on learning as they go on, as they go along in their life. So they develop through experience, learning in their everyday life. So they have a big heart, but they have limited knowledge. It's still okay. But it's very much okay if you have this big heart and you have this big intellect. So you're going to combine which is right, then uh, the brain will analyze whether it is wrong or right, and the heart is the battleground between good and evil. The heart is the battleground for good and evil. But the heart is always giving consideration. But sometimes there is a need for the brain to teach the heart. But it's not always the brain should follow. Just follow your heart, no? But should be accompanied by the brain as well. So you'll be always in the right direction. Yeah. So your heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. No, we are not a perfect human being, and sometimes it's so nice to follow your heart and follow your instinct. You have to give chance for yourself to be happy. Pagbigyan mo yung sarili mo na masaya ka doon sa ginagawa mo. What makes you happy, do it. For as long, it should be in moderation. Pag gumagawa ka ng kalukuhan, it should be in moderation, hindi naman too much. Pag sa katawan ng tao, no, we have these two types of cholesterol, good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. So you have to balance between good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol. No, di ba? Ang sinabi ko, we are not a perfect human being. So ibig sabihin, meron din tayong mga weaknesses, meron tayong mga kahinaan, meron din tayong mga strength, no? Strength. No? So, yun. So, we have to balance all those things. So, you will be always in the right track, no? So, yung katawan, kailangan balance din ang level ng good cholesterol kag bad cholesterol. Kasi pag tumas naman yung bad cholesterol, maka ano na yan, makakasira na sa kalusugan, maka-apekto sa kalusugan ng tao. No? So it should be in the proper ratio. No? Our body is also in need of bad cholesterol, but it should not be too much. Kasi para may study na pag wala kang bad cholesterol, ang gagawin ng system ng katawan mo, i-convert niya, pag puro yung good cholesterol, mag-convert dyan siya ng bad cholesterol. Yan ang pinaka-delikado daw, na pag ang bad cholesterol, mag-convert into bad cholesterol. Parang ganun. So, kailangan mayroon ring bad cholesterol, may good cholesterol, something like that. But, we have to maximize the good cholesterol in the body, no? By consuming organic natural foods, kasi pagpahaba talaga ng buhay yan, yung mga good cholesterol. Halimbawa, gumagamit ba kayo ng sangkap ng coconut milk? Yung gata ng lubi. Yung gata ng lubi, guys, has a lot of good cholesterol. Ano pa? Avocado. Kumakain kayo ng avocado. Avocado has a good cholesterol. Sa lahat ng mga prutas, marami ang fats ng avocado. Pero ang fats ng avocado is good for the health. That is loaded with good cholesterol. Hindi bad cholesterol. Yung bad cholesterol is found in animal meat, especially in red meat. Kakain din kayo ng red meat, kakain din kayo ng kahit anong klaseng pagkain. Eat a little of something, but nothing to the excess. Walang sobra, walang kulang. Kasi pag hindi ka naman, halimbawa, allergic ka sa pasayan, hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi ka na kumakain, hindi ka na talaga kakain na totally you will not eat shrimp. You're gonna eat shrimps, though you are allergic to it, because you need some nutrients that is found in that shrimps that could not be found in other foods. So eat a little of something. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na allergic ka sa isang pagkain, hindi ka na totally kakain ng kanyang klaseng pagkain dahil allergic ka. Kakain ka din. But make sure it is fresh. Hindi siya look off. It should be fresh, organic. And do not eat too much something like that that makes you allergic. You can eat a little of something. It will not make you allergic, but if you will eat too much, it will increase the allergen, no? That triggers you to allergy. Hello, Moises Villaflor. Big shout out to you. Kamusta? Kamusta, Moises? Kamusta ka da? So, your heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. Kung anong sinasabi ng puso mo, sundin mo. Pero it should be analyzed by the brain. Pero kung gusto mo talaga masaya siya, pagbigyan mo siya. Pero pag sa palagay mo naman, hindi siya para sa ikabubuti mo, so you can teach the heart. You can teach the heart. Yeah. You have to follow your heart sometimes. Pati yung flow. Big love shout out sa lahat. Ando Aman, maraming salamat. Moises. Albert Swan, thank you. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtambay dyan. Good night, Andoaman. Thank you so much, Andoaman. Welcome, welcome. Bukas ulit, ha. Sige, good night. Sige, sige. Good night, Andoaman. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Sweet dream. So, yun guys, no, follow your heart. No? So, created, no, the heart. The heart, created in the image of God, that is according to Genesis, no, born innocent. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And Jeremiah 17 verse 9. What happened? Something like that. That's why what I said is you have to accompany that with your brain. This is more of biblical, guys. And in personal faith, na Cain followed his heart, not righteous, but Abel acted by faith, righteous. Heart may convince as we have personal faith, but what does the Bible says? So in religious service, Cain gave what he knew and valued. It was what he wanted to give, rejected. Abel gave what he knew and valued, and it was what God wanted him to give. That is accepted. So follow your heart. But I strongly agree that we have to follow our heart, but it should be accompanied by intellect. The heart is deceitful, not because God created it that way, because we yield to temptation. So sin distorts, damages, and destroys the heart's purity and innocence. Cain, following heart, lead to vain worship. Anger, hatred, something like that. Abel, live by faith in God and His word. That is according to the Bible. Techno Blue 2.0, hello. Thank you so much sa Techno Blue. But we need also to follow our heart. No? So, what are the reasons why you need to follow your heart? Number one, when you follow your heart, you cease having regrets. So there is greater truth that we follow our heart, we cease to have regrets. While things may not always go in our favor, at least we will have tried. At least we will know the truth. And at least we know we will not live asking ourselves, what if? You learn to trust your instinct and know that if you listen, your heart will guide you in the right direction. Number two reason, gain a newfound respect for yourself and from those you admire. When we follow our hearts, we may actually find what we develop a newfound respect for ourselves. Not only that we may get the respect of those that we love and admire. Why is this? It's because we are now focusing on what truly matters instead of the trappings of things that have no meaning at all. So it helps us clear out the meaningless things for things that fill us with purpose and passion. Thank you so much. And number three, get to know who you really are and what really matters to you. When we start to follow our hearts, when we are willing to ask the tough questions about what really matters to us, when we get to know ourselves on a level that we never have before, we may surprise ourselves when we are willing to ask the deep and tough question. What we would choose if faced between what our heart and our intellect tell us to do. If we listen to our hearts, we may be surprised that we can find a way to make our heart's desire come to fruition. Number four, ensure that you are on the right and true path for yourself. When we listen to our hearts, our ambiguity for what we are currently doing, we know that somewhere and somehow we have gone off course, that we are not on the path that we should be, the path of fulfillment, and the path of that is our true course. Our hearts will guide us towards our true directions and our ultimate calling. Thank you guys. 6 people watching. Beribel, Vlogs 84. Mega love shout out to you. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And number five, allow yourself to forgive yourself and others. When we listen to our heart, it tells us that it does not want us to hurt. It does not want us to hold grudge or be vengeful, as the person that we end up hurting most is ourselves. So when we are honest with ourselves, we will realize that the person that we are struggling to forgive is likely not sitting around and spending their time thinking about us. They are living their lives. They have moved past us and any history we shared. So the same can be said of ourselves. We often have so many mistakes from our past that we struggle to let go of and forgive ourselves for. But we cannot go back and change them. We cannot change the past. Past is past. You cannot return to the past. So let go and move on. Live in the present. We cannot erase them or control them. What we can control is everything that we do from this moment forward. So what is the important is today. Today is the future. So let it be a future of kindness to self and others, not to focus on the present, forget the past, and Do not worry about the future. Do not worry about the future. Think of the present. What are you doing today? This will affect your future. So the presents are the most important because it can predict what you will become in the future. Number 6, shout out po. Shout out din sa iyo, River Vlogs. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Pwede ka mang lapag ng bayan. Lapag ka ng bayan ko dyan. Dyan si Techno Blue. Si Andoa Mandenon, natulog na siya. Number 6, learn to love yourself. Yes, guys, there's a song of that. The greatest love of all is learning to love yourself. I love that song. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. I fulfill if I succeed. I do not know the lyrics. The greatest love of all, learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Ganon yan, ha? Learn to love yourself. This may sound simple to some and impossible to others. People struggle with low self-confidence, low self-confidence, social anxiety, and the belief that they are not good enough. When we follow our hearts, we truly begin to love ourselves. We start to believe that we are good. We start to believe that we are good enough, even great. So believe in yourself that you are good, that you are a great person. Think positive. We believe that we are exactly the person we should be. That everything that has happened to us, good or bad, has made us the person we are today. That each of the things that has happened was for a reason, taught us a lesson, and enable us to develop some skill and knowledge we possess today. Because you are the product of your past. We are just as we should be, and we should love the person we are. You should love yourself. If nobody loves you, love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Take good care of yourself. Nourish yourself with those proper nutrition, so you can think better. You can able to develop your skills. You can able to function well as human being. You will normally function to the society. Through taking good care of yourself is a symbol, is showing that you are also you love yourself. Is a symbol that you really love yourself. No, take good care of yourself. Eat on time. Drink natural foods, so it can nourish your body. You can live a long life. Do not abuse yourself. So learn to love yourself. Then, number 7, learn to love others. Guys, learn to love others. Don't you know, guys? Don't you know, guys? Others also need love. Others also need attention. Others also need appreciation. Others also need recognition. So, if you think you need appreciation, appreciate them, recognize them, give them love. This can be the hardest step for many people. Many of us have been through some difficult times. We have been hurt, humiliated, and discounted. What we have to remember is that most of the time, we have no idea what is going on or has gone on in this other person's life. We do not know the pain and hardship that have made them the person they are. So no matter what they do, The greatest gift we can give them and ourselves is to show them love. Show them love. To show them that no matter what they do, you will not waver, you will not be jaded, uh, you will not be judged, and you will not join in negativity. You will only love and show kindness. If others are not kind, show them kindness. Just like me. One of my friends shouted at me. I'm also angry, but I control my temper. I show them kindness. Though sometimes I need to fight back, but I do not fight back. I show them kindness, so they are also kind to me, no matter what they do. Something bad, they talk something bad about me, but I do not respond negatively. I just keep quiet and I show them kindness. And the next time around, they are kind to me. They're kind to me. I just ignore, as if there's nothing happened. But guys, I will not trust you again if you are not kind to me. If you do something bad to me, though the friendship is still there, but I cannot trust you the next time. I'm still good. I'm kind to you. I'm kind to you. But if too much, if you abuse, then I will do the best I can to show you kindness. To show you kindness. But as a human being, I have also limitations. If I cannot carry it, then I'm going to shout at you, and I will get mad. We are but human. But there is a need for us to control ourselves. Show other people love. And love begets love. Support begets support. That is to show them that no matter what you do, you will not waver, you will not judge, and you will not join in the negativity. You will only love and show kindness. And number 8, guys, why to follow your heart. Learn to trust our intuition. Do you have intuition? Intuition, guys, parang, ano, trust your kutub. Yung kutub mo ba? Your instinct. Parang something like that. May kutub ka, na trust your kutub, your instinct, your intuition. When we follow our hearts, we learn to trust our intuition. We are more in tune with what our hearts are telling us to do and what direction they are leading us. Sometimes, Miguel up shout out that 6 people are watching. Thank you so much. Sometimes it has been a long time since we have trusted our intuition. But having started to follow our heart again, we clear a space to hear and listen to our intuition again. When we learn we can trust our intuition, we are more open to following our hearts. Yeah, something like that. Then number 10, stop overthinking and go with what life throws us. Stop overthinking. Do not think too much. Yes, Lord. Do not think too much. Thinking too much can kill you. Just stay relaxed. And trust your creator. That the creator will be the one to handle your problems. Learn. Stop overthinking and go with that. We go with what life throws us. So when we follow our hearts, we stop overthinking things. We are able to deal with the curveballs that life throws us more easily. So why is this? It is because we have started to believe that we should be is what will happen. We have faith and believe in our hearts that we can survive anything that comes our way and that it has come our way for a reason. And number 10, listen to your heart. No? It knows your true desire. Your heart knows your true desires. So listen to your heart. To end, I find it important to highlight the concept of listening to your heart because it knows your true desires. It knows your wants and needs and what will genuinely make you fulfilled. When we are honest with ourselves, when we are willing to ask ourselves what we truly in our hearts, we open ourselves up to possibility, possibility to fulfill our heart's desire and to be who we were truly meant to be, doing what we were meant to do. Listen to your heart, guys. Thank you so much. So that is for the words hashtag for the day. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Miss Ninya Aguilar, sir, good evening. Good evening to you. Ninya Aguilar, thank you. Maraming salamat ha. Kamusta ka dyan? Maraming salamat ha sa paggalo mo. Good evening. Deliver, ho Sarah. Salamat. Salamat sa paharang. Salamat sa paharang nyo guys ha. Thank you so much. Thank you sa maraming salamat sa paharang. James Ninja Aguilar, maraming salamat ha. Sa pagtambay nyo sa channel ko. Salamat ha. Nandyan ka to support my channel, to support my live stream. Thank you. Technoblue, Beriber. Beriber, salamat sa paharang. Thank you so much guys. Mega love shout out yan sa lahat.